So, hi you guys, welcome back to my channel, Spiritual Sessions Film. I'm Goddess Quita, or you can call me Quita, either one would do. I answer to both. Please like, share, subscribe, donate, all that good jazz, y'all. So, someone is watching through a crystal ball. This is ongoing theme. This is a karmatic reading, just an energy check-in. I have a spiritualist trying to mind control me, and I just want to tap in, and so you guys can understand what's going on too as well, because yeah, these people are very wicked. 2, 4, 6, they're trying to match with your nervous system. They're trying to match with your clarity and your emotional stability, because they want to stress you out. You are perfect. They couldn't find anything bad out about you, and they're mad about it. That's the only thing. They're always trying to find something new out about me, something new, like to make me look bad. And it's just like this is a converting narcissist. Y'all already know who I know who it is. Yeah, they're trying to confuse you about some sex trafficking. They're trying to make you emotional about sex trafficking, about some sex trafficking. They're trying to confuse you because they want you like scared, and like there's nothing to be scared of. Like, I don't know. Everything is out in the open. Like, why are we? It makes no sense. You could tell that they're desperate, because none of this is it's not making sense to try to make somebody okay, they're trying to make you thank you, Holy Spirit. They're trying to make you scared. They're trying to stress you out about, like, you're going to be sex trafficked, or your kid is going to be sex trafficked. That's what the Holy Spirit says. It's somebody they couldn't find nothing out bad about you, and they make them fall in love with you. Or it's some I love you is here. Bill Gates came out too. Let's see. It's always something about a family reunion or some trying to exactly 2, 4, 6. It's your clarity, your Mercury body, emotional body, sex trafficking, and then unstable. That's what I'm trying to take. They're trying to mess with somebody's stability. And the Holy Spirit said the other way that this is going to, somebody's spirit stability is rocked, and they don't know because the sex trafficking was their whole, that was what they were doing that was their career. It's where they make their money, and now they're upset. They're mad at you and they're mad at everybody because, everybody's finding out about the sex trafficking and about these files and stuff, and they're mad. Somebody might need to fast, because to get this person to stop watching you through a crystal ball, you might need to fast. Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith, this is the thing, they've been coming out for a while. And it could be like they're trying to get you to focus on celebrities. When I get celebrity names, it doesn't all the time mean that they're doing something. Sometimes that they're because they're used as puppets. They want to distract your mind, and they're using the celebrities and stuff like that to distract you, to stress you too, because it's like, once you're paying attention to something else, they're in the spiritual realm doing something else, mess with your emotional body, do all this stuff. But Spirit said they was curious about is people. They found that you're perfect and see how perfect you are. They're curious if people is loving you. Like, they love you. Do people love you too? Because they can see how people can love you. And that's crazy to me, because if you love somebody, and here we go, this narcissistic mindset. That's why it's a convert narcissist out here. The way a narcissist love you, you don't want it. You don't want that kind of love. And I don't want that kind of love. Just because somebody love you, depends on what they loving you with. And if somebody's loving you with a narcissistic personality type, that ain't really love. Okay, somebody think you're sexy. Somebody thinks you're sexy. Clones came out. It's a lot of names came out. Jeff Bezos, Kim Kardashian, Michelle Obama, Gazi Shami, Stephanie P. Smith. Goldman Sachs Corp came out as well. I don't know why that came out, but again, they could be wanting you to focus on these people, or they want your focus elsewhere. Is why these names. Okay, let make her focus on Jeff Bezos. Make him focus on Kim K. And make him focus on Michelle Obama, and that's the thing. It's a miracle getting ready to happen for someone. It's a miracle that's getting ready to happen for someone. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to get good news. Romance Angel says time for true love. You're going to get, okay. You're going to get good news about true love. Somebody, okay, you could be reunited with some kind of, if it's some kind of family member you reunited with, whether it's a mother and a daughter, son, they're trying to get so you to reunite with someone, or you're gonna reunite with someone. So just take that how it resonates. Like I got illegal experiments. It's still out here, so they're still doing illegal experiments. It could be running through a barbershop too as well. Left palm itching, spiritual connection to the left palm. Money marked for loss, financial drain. So they could be trying to drain your money. I've been seeing 909, 911, 919, and you could be seeing 127. These numbers together, they're heavily invested. It's a lot of energy. Kill the spider in spiritual warfare. The spider is being used to block your path. So you need to pray against it. Yep, they're trying to stop your money. This money keep coming out, y'all. It's all about the money. They're trying to remove or toast. What are they trying to remove, Holy Spirit? Here we go. My nose itching again. And my nose ain't itch all day until I start this reading. So somebody didn't know. Yep. They tried to put you. They tried to put you in trap you in anger spells, and they see that didn't work. So you got to be try to be cautious, and be cautious with your teenagers, because they still trying to get your teenagers pregnant. I don't know why this is such a thing for teenagers to get pregnant, but this has been coming out, and I got there's so many other cards that can come out, and it's still the same cards that's coming out, because this is the same energy. This is the same stuff. And I'm not, I shuffle them up and I pray over them. So this is just the energy that keeps coming out. Yeah, they're trying to break you. Yeah, because they feel like you're unstoppable, or they want you, or they feel like they're unstoppable. Let's see. Yep, they're messing with your lymphatic system too. Release outdated beliefs. I keep getting that. Release outdated beliefs. So somebody needs to really embrace that. Releasing outdated beliefs. You need to really embrace that the newness is coming in. And for me, I've been slowly doing it. I wish I could do it faster, but it's just like with warfare, it's not easy, because imagine somebody constantly kept projecting some energy towards you. You constantly transmuted it, and especially if you catch it when they're first doing it. But this has been going on for a while, so you have to give spirit time to work. They're trying to keep that's what I heard spirit say. They're trying to keep you trapped in the past. Yep. They're trying to disconnect your mind, body, and soul. Especially, they're doing it through your third eye, your heart chakra, and your solar plexus. So they're trying to keep you disconnected. And again, the spirit. Your spirit is all around you. You're a spirit with a body. You're a spirit that has a soul and a body. Your soul is your emotions. Your soul is in your mind, of course, because it's your brain. That's where all the processing going on. Your spirit is all around you. You have a spirit. You're a spirit. You're a spirit that has a body and a soul. Your soul. Not everything has a spirit, but not everything has a soul. And when they're doing this, they're trying to separate it. And let me just not sugarcoat it. They're trying to unalive you through spiritual means. Put it that way. They're messing with your throat chakra as well. They're trying to make somebody have an overactive throat chakra. They're manipulating your dreams. I'm still going through dream manipulation. I still haven't combat that. Jay-Z name came out right with dream manipulation. His name came out again. Cannot make this stuff up. It was the same spot. Mr. Carter just won't stay out my readings. They're trying to replace what? They're trying to replace you at your job. I don't know. They want something else to take place. They want you jobless. They're trying to replace you. They want you jobless. And I feel like that's the thing with when it comes to dream manipulation is to make you jobless, to keep you out of cycles and routines that will promote your finances. This person is using dreams and spiritual warfare to demote your finances, if that makes sense. Yep, HIV doctor's office. So, Holy Spirit, what about this HIV? Someone could have found out they have HIV. I'm kind of figuring. Ooh, this person was told they have HIV. So, someone was told they have HIV. I'm not gonna say I'm sorry because some of y'all be doing weird stuff, and I can't say I'm sorry. Especially a lot of people that was, we're just gonna leave that alone. But somebody was told by a doctor's office that they have HIV. Or it's more than that, because Spirit say they been knew they had HIV. It's more to the story than that. I feel like it's a case where somebody was told that they have HIV and it came from a particular person, and that's how they know this person is not lying about what happened to them, and who did it, because they can prove it through the doctor's office, through the HIV strand. They can prove what happened. Okay. Yep. They're trying to put somebody in their shadow self. Sarita Jackson Yard. I don't know why she came out. That was weird. They're trying to put somebody in their shadow self. They're heartbroken because you're not focused on the karmics. You're focused on yourself. And see, that's what I'm saying, that when I keep getting all these celebrity names out, it's like they wanted you to pay attention to the puppets, to what really didn't matter, especially so they can keep doing this warfare. They can keep up. And it's like they wanted you to pay attention to the Epstein list so they could keep doing the warfare. They was trying to use every means to distract you. And they see that you're not distracted, so it's pissing them off, and it's making them heartbroken. Really, it said heartbroken, but the Holy Spirit said they're really pissed off. Yeah, they're trying to make you get a contractor for your yard. My yard doesn't run, I know, but I don't know. A contractor, y'all. And I told you that it's all about your finances. It's not about you keeping your yard clean, because, baby, my yard overgrown, and here, it's a desert. It get hot, then it get cold. All you gotta do is rake it up and put it in the trash can. It's not like you have to go and weed stuff. And if you do, okay, fine, that's you. But it's not a big deal. They want you to spend your money. They want for you to hire a contractor so that you can spend your money. It's all about your finances. It's all about your finances. Freemasons and money. Again, all about your finances. I can't make it up. Freemasons came out. Money came out. Tell me to switch cards. Something else is coming out. What else? What else? Trying to keep you stuck and stagnant. That's exactly what it is. Because these people are very vengeful. They want you upset and mad. Anger kind of paralyzes you, and that's why I don't like to be angry too. That's why the Antichrist is coming. So they're resurrecting the Antichrist as we speak, and that's what the Freemasons are doing. I think that's why the Freemasons is out here. That's why they want energy stuck, because they don't want the rise of the Christ conscious. So they're trying to make. And I watched that video where the Antichrist is coming. Is what this one said, the Antichrist is losing. The Antichrist is losing. Oh, they were trying to make people believe that Antichrist is coming. But the Antichrist has been here. Satanic, racial, children, killing. It's already been here. And the spirit say, yeah, they're trying to put in your subconscious mind through this green warfare, through this dream warfare, that the Antichrist is coming, but the Antichrist is losing because it was already here. That system has already been here. That consciousness have already been here. As we can see, people doing stuff to people, to the children, and eating human beings, being cannibalistic. And spirit says, like, I don't know why. Well, anyways, slavery was based on reptilian warfare. It was not based on human to human warfare. It was based on reptilian. And no, because a human being do not have the capacity to conceive what was being conceived unless it came from an outside source. So when they say that human beings are not the only beings on that planet, that is so true. And so slavery was a reptilian warfare tactic, a human on humans do to other humans. It was a division. It was to cause division. And I'm not saying what white people did in slavery was excusable. What I'm simply saying is the system was brought through, was created by the reptilian warfare, by the reptilians to create spiritual warfare on divine beings. That's why they created mutated beings, or not mutated, because mutated is like a better version. They created a being that can be more controlled by the reptilians, and that's why. And then they start to integrate their blood into our DNA. That's why that's why we have a reptilian brain, and that's what it's described in the Garden of Eden. Sorry, my wording. It was described in the Garden of Eden that, the snake was wrapped around the woman and convinced the woman, because it had not yet integrated. And that's when the integration started. They started sleeping with us and doing all kind of experiment on us and start integrating their ways and their likenesses into us. And they found out that they couldn't they could kind of dim us down, the ones that's divine, but they could not actually have full on control, and that's why slavery had to happen. There's some lies being told. My ex came out here, child. I don't even want to see that. It's a card that fell on the floor. I'm trying to read it. Hold on. They're trying to make you spiritually unbalanced, but it's something about a lie. Somebody's ex lied on them. I know mine lied on me a lot, but and I know that through the Holy Spirit. I have not physically saw him, but it's just little things that was off. I'm like, how do people, just if it's just me and you and my kids and nobody, and my kids, don't know certain stuff. They were really young. How is this information getting out? And yeah, people astral project, but he was going behind the scenes, and his thing was to make nobody else don't want me. He would tell, the Holy Spirit gave it to me. I was like, why he did what he did? And the narcissistic mind, that's their marking their territory. They'll tell people ugly things about you so they can keep you under their control. So he can only have access and use me, and nobody else can get the benefits of using me because I'm all his. And that was what was being done. I don't know if he's constantly telling lies or he telling more lies on me, because at this point, it's been almost, it's been 3 going on 4 years, and we've been broken up. Hold on. 2. It's been 4 years. So, why is a person still stuck on you after 4 years? It's because, I don't know. I really don't care. But why are you still lying? It's got to do with spiritual warfare. what I've learned, most narcissists don't really talk. So when somebody's constantly and they're getting all this, shine and glory, they'll say anything to keep the shine and glory on them. They'll say anything to keep that feeling going. So yeah, there's something about your social status here. It's a powerful transformation going on through your social status. We say have an optimistic mindset, faith, a balance, and in navigating new beginnings and personal growth. Get rid of outdated ideas and outdated beliefs and habits. Yeah, they're trying to cause an ungodly death. They're using Beelzebub. And okay, so this person is forgetful. This person has forgetfulness, and they took you for granted. So they're forgetting that they took you for granted. It's almost like, when somebody he has a memory loss and they can't remember things they did. They can only remember bits and pieces. So this person can only remember bits and pieces, and so that's why he could be lying and it coming out as lies, because that's one thing about my ex. He can't remember very vividly. He's very forgetful. He left his keys in the door at one time. He left his wallet on the thing. I said, you forgot your wallet. And he looked back. He's, oh fuck. When I say he's very forgetful. Forgetful should have been his middle name. That's how forgetful he is. And so, when people are forgetful, they have to try to fill in the blanks and like, oh, this and this and this and this happened. No, that's not what happened. You forgot what happened and you're filling the blanks with what you think that happened, but you don't really know because you're forgetful. And that's how he was. Very forgetful person. They're messing with your root chakra, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 5. Yep, they're trying to harvest energy. That's why they're trying to put this. I walked in my backyard. They're trying to put this python spirit in there. It's a friendly snake monitoring spirit too, trying to destiny. So somebody is definitely trying to destiny swap with you. Yeah, they're trying to make you powerless. Offset is out here because they want you to react to something. They want you to react to something. Okay, here go the lies. Somebody's ego driven. Okay, it says divine masculine slut with karmic. Yeah, this is that a person that is okay. So this is what I'm picking up. And I'm picking up in a very particular way. It says okay, so they couldn't destiny start with them, and it drives their ego crazy that you know how to resist them or reject them spiritually. We're talking about spiritually. And they feel powerless. So they're trying to create lies or get you to believe that your divine masculine slept with someone or the divine feminine slept with a karmic, like their exes. That's why my ex is out here. And that's why lies is out here. The Holy Spirit said, and not only that, what I said about him being forgetful is very true, but that's not the only thing. The reason why his energy came out with the rest of the energy, the forgetfulness and taking it for granted, because it's easy to manipulate people who can't remember. You know what I mean? And so that's what they're doing. And they're probably trying to get this person to lie and say you slept with them recently, but that couldn't happen because he in Florida and I'm way on the West Coast. He way in Florida on the East Coast. So, and nobody he don't got the type of money to buy out like that. He can't. You know how somebody got that habit? I learned that in a relationship that he got that. He like to do that. He don't value his nose like that. He don't want the bridge. He don't want the inside of his nose. I forget what that's called, but he don't want that. He don't like that. He don't value it. Okay. And that's probably why he's forgetful, because of the drugs. Oh, the Holy Spirit says somebody else could say that they have HIV as well. So the doctor could tell them they have HIV. Mm. All right. Right brain victory. Somebody, yeah, you have victory over your right brain, your intuition, your emotions. You defeated this warfare. You're learning. I'm definitely learning, because I ain't the best, but I try to be. The devil is in the taking, so be aware. Always cleanse and release anything that's not serving you. Some gold digger is looking for help. Be intuitive. Somebody's a gold digger and they're looking for help. Alcohol poison. It could be. I got these names again. They came out again. I don't know why, but here we go. It says Steve Noble, Gazi Shammy, Stephanie P. Smith, heavily invested in putting marine spirits, monitoring spirits. Your sister could be doing this too. Barack Obama, confusions, glamour spells, illusion spells, Wi-Fi. They could be messing with your Wi-Fi, negative energy at work. So it's a lot of negative energy going on. Just because I call those people names don't mean that those are the particular people that are doing it. But if you know who I'm talking about. Because you know, if you spiritually inclined, then you know who doing what. Because I've been doing this for so long, so you already know. Somebody's uncle is heavily invested in somebody's cloaking themselves into celebrities' energies as well, so be careful with that. You may look at this energy and ask, is this person? And it is the person's energy, but it's not the person. It's another person wearing the energy, so it's being cloaked. So you got to ask the questions, if you're a reader, if this person's energy is being cloaked, being worn, or is this that this is just their energy by themselves? Because somebody energy is definitely being cloaked into a celebrity's energy, so that you won't understand what's going on. A malignant narcissist, sexual abuse as a child by one of his parents, combination of narcissistic personality type and an antisocial personality type, violates the laws like empathy and guilt, cause harm to others, lacks guilt or remorse, is very impulsive, irresponsible, not honest, okay, they're not an honest person at all. Cooking, what about cooking? Holy Spirit, loose. Okay. So yeah, they're trying to. I picked it up the other night, and I didn't do the reading, but I did the reading, but I didn't post it because I was just trying to read the energy to see if it's gonna be the same. And it basically was, but the only thing else different that I picked up was that they were trying to cause a fire, so that something to do with your gas and causing a fire in the kitchen. And this is the same thing, same energy. Best, y'all know they like to use a wind demon. Oprah Winfrey came out as well. HUD came out. Paul McCartney came out. Too late for what? What's too late on the Spirit? Malia and Obama came out. Too late for what? The Holy Spirit. You are good. Okay, so whatever they were trying to do, God say you're good. They got the angels got you. They got you. Ask God to open your eyes to see all the warfare. So they're doing spells. They're doing hunger spells as well, but they're doing spells, oblivion spells, that's what they're called, so you can be unconscious, unaware, and that's what they do to the masses a lot, and to make them unconscious, unaware. That's why I be like, how you don't see this? That's why I be like, how they don't see this? And they've been doing oblivion spells. That's what they've been doing, oblivion spells, to make you oblivious. You know how a mother act like she didn't see Yeah, some trauma going on. They're hungry for trauma. They need your trauma in order to survive. But that's why somebody touch somebody else's child, or touch somebody touch a woman's child, and she doesn't react, and she act like it's oblivious, like she didn't see it and she didn't know it, but like you guilty. And the reason why that happened a lot is because they did oblivion spells. These reptilians to get behind the scenes and really work with people auras and stuff, or however they do it. But they'll get behind the scenes and do these things so that you can be oblivious. Like you was like, I didn't know all the signs. How did I miss the signs? You were oblivious. You were unconscious, and it's sad. But that's a lot of times that's what's going on. It's so easy. Or just make them oblivious to it. Don't make them be aware of it. And that's what happened with the masters. That's why a lot of people wasn't aware of the elves. How we not know this? How we not pay attention? Because they were doing oblivious stuff. They didn't want you to pay attention. Now that you know that, now you know. Yep, they're trying to make you have high blood pressure to confuse you, and divorce your keen spouse. So they want to confuse you to have high blood pressure. That's why, baby, I've been taking it easy. Have an ashwagandha and some other things, but maintain your blood pressure, because your blood pressure is what helps you see out of your third eye, and it's just not good to have high blood pressure. You don't need to be stressed out, child. They're trying to make you confused by having high blood pressure, because blood pressure can make you, when your blood pressure is so high, it can make you not think clearly. Yeah, they want you to like have this Jekyll and Hyde personality. Yeah. Something about black dolls too, as well. Clones came out again. This is the second time clones came out. I don't know what. Oh, these clones are unstable. Black came out twice too. Black, doll, Willow Smith, and clones. And unstable came out. So these clones could be unstable. There's a lot of clones out here that's unstable. They may be unaliving people or doing crazy stuff. So when you see certain people doing certain stuff, you're like, okay, that's a clone. You're gonna be quick, because you're gonna come back to, you're gonna remember what the Holy Spirit said. And a lot of people that can go shoot up schools and stuff because they never had a soul, or somebody altered them or did spells on them to go do it. They already had mental illness, and they But this is particularly saying about clones. Clones is being emphasized here heavily. I don't know, maybe some people was cloned in here, because the names Jeff Bezos, Kim Kardashian, Michelle Obama, guys, it's a lot of people here underneath this clone, and it came out again when it's clones, Willow Smith, black Willow Smith. It came out twice, clones and dogs. So they could be cloning dogs as well. I don't know, the Holy Spirit they're trying to show me something, but I'm because it's clones keep coming out, so they're definitely trying to tell me something about these clones as well. So I'm gonna see. Drug poison is coming out here too. Lost a battle. Kevin Gates, somebody lost a battle with drug poisoning. Kevin Gates is coming out. Nighttime feelings not welcome. Worthy. So I don't know if he's struggling with because I watched a clip of Kevin Gates the other day, and it could be just him watching a clip, or the whole reiterating that he doesn't feel worthy. He's not he don't feel welcome. Like, he does have nighttime feelings. Like, when at night times you by yourself, you're in your quiet, and it's just a different atmosphere at night. And Kevin may not feel worthy. He may not feel like he's complete. He might be back on drugs. I don't know. This is allegedly. This is all energy. Doesn't mean he's on that. And I remember he said he was on drugs heavy too. And I watched a clip. It just could be a reiteration of it's not like Kevin Gates is doing, like, it's not just Kevin Gates, but Kelvin came out too. It could be somebody named Kelvin that doesn't feel worthy, that is doing drugs, is poisoning themselves with drugs, and they're losing a battle because they don't feel worthy. It could be that too, because Kevin and Kelvin is it's just an L that's different than the name, but his name is all the way right here, so it could be telling me similar. I learned that sometimes they give me a name and it's just a little off, because it's not available. You know what I mean? I didn't have the card, or I'm not picking up on the L. You get what I'm saying? It's certain things. Ahab spirit inspired spirit, similar characteristics and flaws: fear, cowardice, or empathy towards evil, weakness of will. So childhood abuse, feeling of isolation, lack self-confidence in one's salvation. So somebody could be have an Arab spirit because they're losing the battle. It's because it was an Arab spirit, Ahab spirit. I don't know. I'll say Arab, Ahab spirit. I'm so sorry, you guys. That is fears of the devil, cowardice is God said be brave in all that you do. And somebody do evil, they be like, man, it's life. That's apathy, but towards evil. When somebody do something evil, I be like, wow, that's crazy work. Like, why would they? I go in thinking and I rebuke that. And as you see, I pray my prayers and rebuke all those nasty energies, because I do not have a weakness I'm not weak-willed towards evil. I do not condone evil. I don't like evil, and I don't serve Satan. So I'm not going to be a patriot for evil. No. So somebody could have an Ahab spirit on them, and this is why they're fearful, cowardice, and have an apathy towards evil. It's a bunch of people with this Ahab spirit that walks around, especially those people who use like, how these celebrities, they come from this background, this Christian background, and they end up in the Jeffrey Epstein files, or they end up at a P. Diddy party because they had this Ahab spirit attached to them. They were a believer of the gospel, and then sin dulled them down, and then this Ahab spirit had a way to sneak in and then make them fearful, cowardice, and weak towards evil. Instead of standing up for what's right, they just join in. And you like how some people can watch someone, unalive somebody and do something and don't defend them, weak will towards evil. That's the same thing. Will Smith. So somebody's coming against your wishes. Willow Smith came out again. Negative energetic work came after this too. It's a lot of warfare going on because they want your power. They're trying to come against your power. And somebody is doing negative energetic work they're using this organization to abuse someone, to abuse people. The CIA, HUD, or the what's the FM? What's the Federal Bureau of Federal Marshals? I don't know, something. It says FM, HUD, and CIA. So they're using some type of organization power, and they're doing negative energetic work on this organization to have power over someone. Okay, that's it, you guys.